Hi everyone, I am Dr. Helene and I'm going to be talking to you about seasonal threats because maybe you, your dog, your horse, your cat may be suffering with them because I know I'm getting a lot of inquiries about it at the moment. So I'm Dr. Helene. I'm an A&E doctor and an advocate for integrative wellness as well as an animal aromatherapy specialist. I love to use essential oils to support the health and well-being of myself and my pets and help educate people to do the same for their family, whether that's human or animal. So if you like what you're listening to, please hit the subscribe button or follow so I can carry on creating more content, and let me know in the comments what you want to know about. Now, would you like to get essential oils into your life? So why not book in for a free chat with me or come to one of my classes to find out how essential oils can support you, or maybe you've got oils but don't know how to use them best either for your health or for your pet's health. That's okay too, as I do general overviews or a full consultation depending on your needs. So drop me a message and we can chat about what's going to be the best option for you. So as I said, I'm getting asked about this a lot. And, there's loads of different ways seasonal threats can affect us. It could be sort of in our throats, the respiratory system, and on our skin, and whether that's obviously our pets or ourselves. Now, there is over-the-counter remedies, but sometimes they're not the right thing for people. And I know people who have side effects with them. It can be increased heart rate and different things like that. But also sometimes people just don't want to overwhelm their system with more chemicals or more synthetic chemicals, I should say. And want to explore natural options, which is absolutely great because that's where essential oils can be so good, because essential oils are the natural oil that comes from the plant, and it's what the plant uses to attract insects to it and to repel insects away. So they can be really great for supporting us in that, to repel whatever it is, the critters that we don't want. But also they can be used, the benefits in the plant can be used to support our immune system, and so the seasonal threats don't manifest, or if they do manifest, we can start to reduce them. So the three core oils that are going to be great for that is peppermint, lemon, and lavender. And in a trio, they are absolutely beautiful. And you can apply them. Consistency is often key if you're trying to prevent. So if you are someone who suffers a lot with seasonal threats and it's a daily thing with you, then you want to be looking at prevention. So you want to be applying them topically. So throat, chest, back of your neck's a good point, on your feet as well. And do that throughout the day in order to maintain your sort of your coverage, if you like, and the benefits of the oils. Now, if you just suffer with them occasionally, then you can just be reactive to it. But I'm a big fan of being prevention is better than cure. But they also are great because, especially on your skin, if you come up with a little reaction, popping those oils on, you can actually see how well they can support your immune system in getting your skin back to normal, which is absolutely amazing. And it's something that both our dogs, our cats, our horses can all really benefit from. Now, a typical blend for yourself might be 10 drops of each oil in a little roller bottle like this. This is a 10ml roller, and then you top it up with fractionated coconut oil, and you're just going to apply it in those areas. For a dog over 10 kilograms, I would just use probably maybe 4 drops of each oil in a bottle, and then if they're smaller, under 10 kilograms, 1 to 2 drops, okay, depending on how small they are. And then again, you can just apply it on their tummy, pop it on your hands, down their legs, depending on what it is that's actually affecting them. So again, I'm missing a lot of dogs at the moment that are not having a good time on grass. So there's lots of different ways we can manage that. So if it is something that's you're really struggling with, then do get in touch, because there's several different ways we can utilize the oil. But you can either put that on afterwards or throughout the day, so before you go out for a walk, and maybe during the walk if they're starting to look a little bit uncomfortable. Now, it's also really important that you look at things like pests, those little critters, fleas and ticks, because they can cause a reaction. Now, I used to use natural products to repel fleas and ticks for years, but since I've been using oils, which I'm now in my 3rd summer, I haven't had a single infestation. Prior to that, my natural remedies would always let me down. And the way I'd find out that they'd let me down was my beautiful cat Paddington would suddenly get losing some hair on his back. And it was actually due to fleas. You wouldn't see a flea, you wouldn't see any flea dirt either, but sure enough, he'd lose his hair. And so, and his skin would get a bit red. So I would flea treat everything in the house and my dogs and him, and then his hair would grow back. And every year my natural remedies let me down. And like I said, we haven't had a problem for 3 years. But so fleas can cause this kind of reaction as well. So again, it's a great way to just manage that as well. So use your prevention, use your flea and tick remedies, and then obviously you can use your soothing roller with the lavender, lemon and peppermint to soothe those angry spots, to provide a little bit of comfort. Now, another one that I like to use is air. This is my air roller. I make up a little air blend. I have these all over the house to just stop me feeling a little bit bunged up in my throat, and they're absolutely brilliant. And in this one, actually no, this is just pure air, because I actually have one downstairs that I've actually put air with lemon, lavender and peppermint, because I had a really bad dog walk one time, so I was like, I'm taking no chances. But I have them in all my bags, and I have in a 10ml roller, I have 30 drops of air in there, and then I top it up with fractionated coconut oil, and it's absolutely brilliant. So I always put that on before I go out, but I have rollers everywhere to take it out as well. And that's one of the key things as well, is make up more rollers. So you have them. I have them in my car, I have them in my dog walking bag, I have them in my running bag, I have them around the house, I have one in my work bag as well, so that wherever it strikes, I can get comfort and I can use it throughout the day, to just, because prevention is, as they say, always better than cure. So I hope that's given you some ideas of how versatile they can be. Now, the key thing when you're using oils to support your health, you need to use ones that are pure, because it's the pure oils that have the constituents in the plants that make them so effective. And unfortunately, 75% of essential oils are adulterated in some way. That comes from independent sources. And if you're getting an oil that's adulterated, you're not getting the full chemical panel that's in that oil. And that's what actually produces the results that you want. And they can be diluted, they can have pesticides in them, or they might actually be fake oil. Peppermint, 4 times the amount of peppermint is sold than is actually produced. So we know that the vast majority of peppermint isn't actually really peppermint. And if you're not using real peppermint, guess what? It's not going to work. And when I speak to clients and they've said, oh, I've tried essential oils before, but they've not worked, I said, right, can you just tell me what brands you are? And often they'll send me, when we have our consultations, and they'll send me some lists of oils and we'll see them. And they just, you can't get any information about their testing, their GCMS. That's a good one to ask a company for, their gas chromatography, mass spectrometry. And you can't get any information from these companies about it. And the oil doesn't smell pure. So when I used to use oils many years ago, I can literally smell the doTERRA, for example, the doTERRA wild orange and a wild orange from another company, and the other company just smells so synthetic. You can really smell the difference. But all our oils actually have, this is the reason I love doTERRA so much, it has a batch number on the bottom. You go to source2u.com, it has the full chemical profile up there. So you don't even need to email to ask what the company has. But if you are using oils, and you want to know, do email the company for the brand to ask for the gas chromatography mass spectrometry results for the finished product, because sometimes what they'll do is they'll send you the results from the place they've got the oils from, and then they've diluted it. So 70% of adulteration happens at the brokerage, that's the middleman, 10% happens at the distillation plant, and 10% is actually the distributor, and there's a 10% that nobody knows about. Now, this is really crucial. If you want essential oils to give you benefits, if you want them to work, if you want them to do what you want, they say on the tin, you need to use the pure stuff. You know, and this is one of the reasons I love doTERRA, because they're just so transparent, but they do really work. And there's so many ways that you can get a benefit from using them to support your health and that of your pets. So if you like what you're listening to, hit the follow button, hit the subscribe button wherever you are. And if you'd like to know more about how they can support your pets or yourself, drop me a little message so we can have a bit of a chat, see what's going to be a good option for you, and then go from there. So stay safe, everyone. Stay well. Take care. Bye.